Okay, well, apparently it's not my game, and I don't know the rules to my own game, and I'm not in charge. So, that's not frustrating. Anakin says he goes through the same exact thing with his parents. So, there you go. Um, I don't even know what to say, you guys. Are we going to reset the timeline and turn me back into a little kid again? Do you think I want that? I think we talked about this at some point in the last year or something. But do you guys think I want that? Maybe that's why I'm talking. This is insanity. What happens when you stick up for yourself? You sink and you go underwater. And I have been going underwater since 2017, 2018. Um, and so, yeah, the problems are the problems. You know what I mean? The problems are the problems, guys. I've been sticking up for myself since then. And, so, you're trying to separate the people that I love, and you're succeeding, and it's making me angry because where are the people I love? Where's my mansion? Where's all my friends and family in my mansion? You know what I mean? You guys are succeeding. You're winning. I want to say the game is winning. I'm not winning because this is not my plan. This is not my plan. Okay. Um, I want to say this happens to me every single year. I'm like, I don't know, even know what to say. I had so much to say this morning. And then my brother came over and the whole conversation sort of like changed the tempo. Um, this happens to me every year, and I was going to ask for more evidence this morning. I need more evidence of like the space anomalies that, to have conclusive evidence. I think that's my brother. But he couldn't say it out loud, and he couldn't even say it telepathically, so that's fun. That's fun for us. I want to say that I want more space anomalies of my friends trying to rescue me and then getting like locked into like a space time tunnel bubble and like not being able to like come over and rescue me because this literally happens to me every single year. This happened to me last year too, right? Like I kept calling for everyone. I think that video I posted online, like, hello, everyone, you hear me. Chris Evans hears me. Like, come over and get me. Like, I want to go over Chris Evans' house. Like, come over and get me, Chris, you know? And nobody came, right? And and why was it specifically Chris Evans? Because I'm married to Chris and we know each other very well. And I was just like, okay, Chris, then you hear me, so then come over, come and get me. Like, what are we doing then? You know? And I asked Mark Ruffalo to come over and help me because I was in his hometown last year. You know, I asked a lot of people to come over and help me, and no one came, right? No one came. That's how I ended up back here. And so I'm putting out the call again. I was putting out the call all year, like, please come over and get me. And no one did. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I downloaded the humor, and last year on here, I put all the humor on here. So, like, I overlaid the humor and I gave the humor confidence, and I gave, like, my siblings confidence to, like, be themselves. And Adam came over and he was, like, way more himself this morning and, like, a lot more funny. Adam's hilarious, okay? Um, he's always been hilarious. Literally always. Like, since he was a baby. Adam has been hilarious since he was a baby. He came out of the womb literally freaking hilarious. And like, I remember he did this, like, play when he was little. Like, I think it was like a Christmas show or something, and like his part in the Christmas show like was so freaking funny. Like, he's like this little kid, you know what I mean? He's like, I don't know how old he was probably like around 8 or something. He was tiny, he was little, and he was fucking hilarious. The whole audience was like laughing hysterically at Adam's little Christmas play. I was like, oh my God, my brother is literally brilliant. And that's how Adam's like always been. And then he kind of became nonverbal. And then I downloaded the humor last year. Hayden said it's affecting his energy and he's like becoming like more funny, and so is Sebastian Stan, because they're like, humor is like so hard. And anyway, so they're becoming more funny, and I saw that on TikTok last night. And because social media is a portal between space and time. Anyway, so Adam came over this morning, and he was sort of like his hilarious old self. Like he was really, really funny. um, so it does seem to be working. So let's just like focus on the positives, Alyssa, right? Like let's just focus on the positives. Okay. Oh my God. The arguing is just so terrible. Okay, let's take a deep breath and remember I do everything intuitively, guys. Okay. So anyway, I want more evidence that my friends are actually trying to physically come over and help me, because this happens literally every freaking year. And they were like, what do you mean? Did Leo actually come over and help her last year? Did Leo actually come over and help her? Because I had Leo, but in like poltergeist form and like in, um, like dream format, but dream format and poltergeist form. I had Leo last year, but I didn't have Leo like in his physical incarnation. But like Gigi keeps trying to convince me that like I had them physically, and I'm like, I don't know what reality you're living in. This I would like to have them physically, because I'm pretty sure if I was with Leo physically, I'd be with Leo physically right now. So yeah, so I need more evidence that they're coming over physically, but like not making it due to like space anomalies or something like that. Like I need more evidence. And space will give me more evidence, and then we'll be like, okay, now we know, right? So why is the organic technology turning yellow, Alyssa? Because that's a Last of Us level. That's a Last of Us level that turned yellow for me last year. Now it's blue. Did that clarify your question? All right. So with these guys, anticipate a major rug pull with these guys. Which guys? You know, with Leo, With what guys? With Ryan and Alex? With Oh, by the way, that was another thing. Space Anomaly. Alex Mazzone, who's Galactic Tarot on YouTube, and I talk about him all the time on here. His views kind of skyrocketed overnight, and I was like I just like checked his page yesterday because I haven't like seen a video of his in a while, and like, oh, he posted a new video. Let me watch a new video of Alex, and then another video of his popped up on like my feed or whatever, and it said like 20K views, and Alex has never gotten 20K views before in his life, and I was like, what is that? Is that the fucking real timeline bleeding through, Alex? Because did I mention that? I don't remember if I mentioned that or not, but we had like a real timeline memory pop through our feed, me, Ryan, and Alex, where we're all together posting in a video together in Sedona. And it was like when they actually like convinced me to like post with them, like last time this happened around 2017, 18, whatever. And then like I just like I like sit in between them and like I just scream. I think I did talk about that. And I was like, I told my dad, I was like, I think that's when they're like putting me on fire, like turning me into the phoenix. And and then they were like, that's a real timeline bleed through. That's a real timeline bleed through. And I'm like, okay, that's a real timeline bleed through. And then Alex has 20,000 views all of a sudden. And I'm like, is that a real timeline bleed through? Because obviously you guys have heard us. You heard us all last year. So you heard me talk about my best friends all last year. And like, so like you're acknowledging that yes, you know who the fuck my best friend is, Alex. Like that's freaky to us when that shit happens, okay? I just want to let you know that, general public. And then I went and checked Ryan's videos to see if there was anything similar. And he did have a couple of anomalies um on his page. There's his old videos. I don't remember them being this high, but like he has astral projection video, and I think it's like at like 300K right now. And I think it was at like 80K before. I have like a really good memory, guys. So that's how I know these kind of things and I remember these kinds of things. So I think it was at like 80K before. Now it's at 300K. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he has another video that's also another old video, and it's at 1 million views. And I'm like, what the fuck? But he doesn't have any of his newer videos at like 20K, 50K, 300K. I saw a bleed through of one of his newer videos, and it said like 153K views. And I was like, but it was a bleed through. It wasn't like a solid. Like Alex's are solid right now, and we're like, oh my god, what's happening? And there's a bunch of them too. It's not just one video. There's a bunch of Alex's videos that are like that now, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like I watch Alex. I watch Alex every single time he comes online. Like I've been going through his videos all year last year. I never saw that. I would have freaked out. I would have said something last year about it, right? I would have been like, last year if it happened, I would have been like, good job, Alex, you know. But I've been watching Alex for a year and I've never seen any of his videos that much. And I watch all of his videos. And to see that pop up, and then I went through his videos, there's a bunch of videos with that many views. I'm like, okay, that's a space anomaly. Like, okay, that boy is involved in cash money now. Okay, we can trust him or something like that. Like I can hear you through the screen. Um, but we both infiltrated that group, so you guys are just afraid of the fucking princess. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. You're just afraid of the princess, y'all. Okay, we're both on that timeline now, y'all. Okay, so put it in your pipe and smoke it. I'm involved in cash money now too, y'all. All right? I'm involved in cash money too, y'all now, and y'all heard me. Y'all heard me, okay? Y'all are just afraid of the princess, and I did have a dream to confirm that last night. We do know that dreams relate to reality, okay? Now put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right. I mean, what are we talking about here? It's not your game. It's not your game. It's not your game, fake princess. It's not your fucking game. All right, so come on over. I'm involved in Cash Money now, y'all. Y'all can trust me. I heard you. I'm on the same timeline. Come on over. Come on over to the real princess show. Fake princess, come on over. Okay, so yeah, didn't Colin say that with his mouth? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. He did say that with his mouth last year. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I don't know what that was. Sorry. Okay, so um, okay, yeah. So my dream last night, I was in Gordita Crunch's body, but the real me was actually Asian Deep Space Nine princess, and it was in the Space Coast last night. We're going to Deep Space Nine tonight, and I was in Gordita Crunch's body, and Gordita Crunch was like terrified, terrified of like the future, like what the future holds. I think it was like a little bit of a future dream, and I was like chasing Gordita Crunch in like my Asian Lotus body, and I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was a blast. And it was like one of those things where like, like where you close the door and you hold the door and then like they try to like open the door and like you're holding it shut so that they don't open it. And because I already told you what timeline I'm on, guys. It's so funny to me. So but like the future was weird because like everything was porn. Like literally everything was porn and everything was illegal in the future. And like nobody could do anything because literally everything that they did, get this, was illegal and they knew it. And the moment they participate in it, they would start to drop and fill in dropped earth. Okay. And because of that, nobody did anything like ever. Like everybody, and they were like, first, like when they first start realizing it, they start having like a panic attack about it and like a collective shock about it. And, and they like freak out or whatever and they're like, oh my god, everything's illegal, oh my god, and they're like having a panic attack and like like sweating bullets and stuff like that. And then and like just porn was like everywhere. I think like porn was like everywhere and it was like freaking people out, like, oh my god, why is this everywhere, why is this everywhere, this is illegal, why is this everywhere? And so like there was like literally nothing to do anymore. And I mean, this is in the future, guys. Like, I wouldn't worry about it. This probably is never going to happen. Like, I wouldn't even worry about it, guys. Like, I don't think this is going to happen. I don't think this is going to happen. And I don't think you have anything to worry about. And I think you can go anywhere you want. Be the badass bitch that you are. Okay. Go get your bag, girl. Go get your bag, girl. You a hot ass bitch, okay? You came to collect checks, okay? Collect checks and get hoes, all right? You go out and do that shit. Mm, so badass. Okay, it's never gonna happen, guys. It's never gonna happen. You got nothing to worry about. You got nothing to worry about, guys. I'm gonna be just like Liz. I'm gonna be just like Liz. I'm gonna take my 3D career seriously. Okay, I'm just as pretty as Liz. I'm just as pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go out and get boys. I'm gonna travel the world. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, because I'm a badass bitch. Yes, I am. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I am. Okay, I'm just like Liz. Okay, isn't she in everything? I'm just like her. I'm gonna be just like her. I have no idea how this could occur, how the occurrence could occur, Andrew Garfield. I have no clue. I have zero clue. I'm just a dumb blonde on the internet. I have no idea how this could possibly happen. No clue how this could happen. Mm-mm. Okay. Mm-mm. No clue. Okay. I'm a badass bitch, y'all. Okay. Claire said, upper echelons of space, please help me. My mom is going crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I just gotta like make fun of the situation. Andrew Garfield's like, I do not want the occurrence to occur. He said it. I think he said something like, I do not want that to occur. I do not want that to occur. Okay. I had Scarlett Johansson with me last night saying that she'll prove to me that we're super soldiers, that we're actually super soldiers, like in the 3D realm or whatever. And I'm like, okay. I mean, like, she kind of proved it on social media last year. Like, she literally like had this like crazy blue blast come through her hands, like on the show. Um, but like, they're like, I didn't see anything, but keep going. Like, the occurrence did occur. Okay. So, anyway, I'm telling y'all how that happened because y'all keep freaking like how are you gonna like copy me this year? That's what I want to know. Like, are you gonna copy me like from last year? Are you gonna copy me this year, or like are you gonna like quit your job and like act like with integrity and like be like a real person, like to copy the real princess? Like, I don't know. I'm wondering. Might happen. It's making me feel a little rumbly in my tumbly, so I wonder if I'm going to have any competitors. Well, okay, I guess we did have competitors last year. We did have people like pop out of the woodwork. Like, I want to talk about aliens. I have a normal 3D professional life, and I'm quite skeptical about this stuff, but I do want to talk about this. So I guess we do have some people popping through the woodwork. Um, um, yeah, I see y'all growing crazy. Okay, so anyway, that's how the occurrence occurred. Okay, because y'all are like, I'm a badass bitch, just like Liz. Okay, and you're not. And the answer is you're not. Okay, the answer is no, you are not a badass bitch, just like Liz. Okay, now that I'm asking for my castle, y'all are like, I'm a badass bitch, just like Liz. I want my castle. Y'all didn't learn your lesson the first time. That's crazy. That's why it's crazy. I didn't sleep very much last night. I went to bed at 4 a.m. I woke up at 9. So, but I'm more wired. I'm way more wired than yesterday. I was watching Space Codes last night. There was Gambit and Rogue that came through. So that's still only two. But I'm like, I want to see all four together, all four of us. And so it was Gambit and Rogue, and which is great. I want my mutants to come online. I want the X-Men to come online, and that's what I saw. But I'm like, okay, where like I guess Ryan's Wolverine. I don't know, or Magneto. I don't know really, but or I mean, he used to be Scott Summers. He used to be Scott Summers, so maybe he's Scott Summers now too. I don't know who Ryan is. He's got to kind of come online just for me to see who he is. Okay, Gambit, there he is. There's Alex right there. I kind of want to say Alex was switching into it looked like Magneto when he was kissing Rogue, but aren't they like a couple? Well, isn't that funny? Aren't they're like a couple on Gambit and Rogue, and Magneto and Rogue are both couple, and he was like switching back. I think it wasn't really like it might have been Thor, to be honest with you. It wasn't clear. It honestly wasn't clear. It might have been Thor because I think I saw the wings on his head, so it might have been Thor. It wasn't clear who the second mutant, but it was Alex turning into the second mutant, and it wasn't clear at all about who it was. So, but Gambit and Rogue were like very clear, and I was like, "Where's me?" And Gigi's like, "Let me see if I can switch into Jean Grey." She couldn't. I turned into a 2D baby. I turned into Reenie. Um, so you guys know Reenie from Sailor Moon. I turned into Reenie from Sailor Moon. So for some reason she couldn't switch from like me, Rogue to Jean Grey, which she did try too, because she heard me through the screen in Space Codes. And yeah, the second mutant, it wasn't clear. I was trying to get it just wasn't clear who it was. It wasn't clear, guys. I don't know what to tell y'all. You're trying to ask me, like, was it Ryan kissing Gigi? Was it Ryan kissing Gigi? Like, it just wasn't clear. We don't hear y'all. We don't hear y'all talk about the cheating again. We don't hear it. We definitely don't hear it. You're freaking like harassing the baby and asking her. Like, it definitely wasn't clear. Like, it wasn't clear about who it was. It could have. I think it turned into actually Alex too, with like long hair at one point too. So, um, and we were trying to manifest me on screen. We were trying to manifest Jean Grey on screen. Gigi and I were focused, and we couldn't do it. And but we definitely tried a bunch of times. There was a saddle, and it was turning into a child's stroller. There was a saddle, and it was turning into a child's stroller as well. That was another space code that I forgot. Um, so what else was there? But the Rogue was super clear. The Rogue was super clear. Like, she was super duper clear, and it was completely rogue. It wasn't even Gigi, you know what I mean? Like, it was actually rogue and it was actually Gambit. And then Gambit started like, Gambit can't hold the state for shit right now, guys. Okay, give Gambit a break. He cannot hold the state for shit right now. Okay, that's normal for us shapeshifters. That is very normal for us shapeshifters. Sometimes we can't hold the state, okay? And if y'all want to come along for the ride with us this year, you're going to have to kind of accept that sometimes we can't hold the state, okay? And clearly, Alex could not hold the state last night. Gigi could hold the state like nothing else, and she was trying to not hold the state. She was trying to switch into me to put me on the screen. She couldn't do it. Okay, so it's pretty much my game. So I don't know why you even say the kind of shit you do. Okay, but okay, so yeah, that's normal for us shapeshifters, y'all. Okay, that's how we that's normal for us when we can't hold the state and we start shapeshifting around and then we become people that we don't even know. Probably someone I don't even know. Y'all are saying like, oh, it was Magneto. It was Magneto and it was Ryan and he was cheating on her. Ryan doesn't even have silver hair. Ryan does not even have long silver hair. Okay, he had long silver hair, but at some points he had the freaking Thor helmet on as well. So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't clear. That's not a real mutant. That's a conglomerate of energy mutant. Excuse me. And thus Gambit not being able to hold the state. Gambit can't hold the state for shit right now. Okay, that's normal for us. You have to relax when the shapeshifters shapeshift. Okay, when the shapeshifters shapeshift, I want y'all to take a deep breath. Okay, take a deep breath. It's caused by nervousness. Okay, that's why shapeshifters start going all crazy and start shapeshifting and like can't control the state because there's controlled shapeshifting state and there's an uncontrolled shapeshifting state. And uncontrolled shapeshifting state is caused from anxiety and nervousness and at the very worst a panic attack. Okay, so if somebody's shapeshifting out of control, I need you to relax about it because you're not helping the situation. Okay, that's like a mutant code of honor. Okay, if you see somebody that's shapeshifting and they can't control it, you're not going to put more panic on them. You're going to try to calm them down. Okay, that's how you can help us, conglomerate of energy. Okay, by remembering if they're out of control shapeshifting, you know that shapeshifters exist. That's caused by panic attacks and anxiety. That I need to have compassion for that shapeshifter right now. That's how you work with it. Okay? That's how you work with the energy. Stop fucking like going into like all of this like you know all this like what is it like god damn it, I don't know what it's called anymore, but y'all know what I'm talking about when you're talking when you're um combative and like mean to like the person like oh my god like I'm telling y'all how the occurrence occurs. Okay, it's caused by panics and attack, nervousness and anxiety. Okay, and the last thing he needs is more anxiety about it. Okay, y'all gotta relax. We always do that where it's like we switch in and out. Okay, you know. All right, so it was a conglomerate mutant. Please, guys, come on. Y'all not trusting my professional opinion is was really getting us into trouble. Okay, at this point. Um so that's what that there's also what happened. There was more money in there. So the money codes are coming through. Oh, Aaron gave me all of his money last night through the static because he saw a plane go down. And he said, this isn't real. Money isn't real. Here you go, list. And he gave me all of his money. And a plane went down. Okay. So, because he saw a plane go down, he had a vision of planes going down. And because none of this is real. In the 3D matrix, like this 3D system that we set up with like physics and like, planes fly on physics, and like you need money to get on a plane, and like all this stuff it's just not real. Um, both of my fathers, Brandon and Colin, last night they said that they're in the astral plane right now. They're in 4D. And then Brad Pitt came through, Aaron Dowdy, and was like, "Is Hollywood 4D, Liz?" And I'm like, "Yeah." We were like wondering together. We're allowed to wonder together. We're allowed to wonder together. Okay. Is Hollywood 4D? It might be. Kind of sounds like Hollywood might be 4D, right? And then we're like, "Oh, well, in that case, then Kenosha is Hyrule." Like, okay, well, then Kenosha is Hyrule. But you also had Freddy Krueger in Kenosha. You had a few things in Kenosha. You didn't just have Hyrule in Kenosha, okay? So I should probably say that I flew up from Kenosha to Hyrule by myself, okay, with Ryan DeRowan. Um, so we went up to Hyrule, okay, and what was on the ground in Kenosha that I could see physically on the ground was Freddy Krueger. Was the lower astral. That's what you have in Kenosha. Stop lying to yourself. It was a lower astral that was physical in Kenosha. Plus there was a demon baby. I think it described it had like a giant tooth. It wasn't like a normal looking baby. It was like a monster, and it was like very big. Like this was big and very heavy, and it like made the floor shake when it ran around the room. And then I reached out to grab it, and there was a giant tooth in its mouth. And I grabbed it because I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like shocked. This little demon baby's running at me, and then it had like a demon tongue kind of going around my hand, and I was like, "Oh my god, what is happening?" Right? And I said, "Somebody take their demon baby and get it away from me." Okay, that's what happened last year. Um, that obviously was not fake. That obviously was real. That obviously happened. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, I heard it run over to my bedside, and I was like, I grabbed it. Um, so maybe it wasn't a baby then. It made baby sounds. Okay, it made baby sounds. Like it made like like how a baby sounds, like cooing. I don't remember exactly what sounds it made, but it made baby sounds, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" Then it started running around my room, and my room started shaking. I was like, "Oh my god, what the hell is that?" And then I just told y'all what happened. Okay, and that was the end of the demon baby. Um, there was also a poltergeist in the closet. A poltergeist me. Like Carol Ann, like how she is in the movie. There was a poltergeist me in the closet. Um, and she was saying, "Mommy, I'll help you." And I was like, "Oh my god, I have a poltergeist baby in the closet. What do I do?" And that was all last year. So I'm saying you have a lot more than just Hyrule, Kenosha. You know what I mean? And what do you know? Kenosha's like, we're Hyrule. What do you know? Well, as I remember, what was physical was quite more negative than what you're talking about. We also had the ring demon crawl out of the TV last year, so I would say it was more of a hellscape. But I did definitely went up and ejected myself to Hyrule. Um, and then and then we had Star Wars in Kenosha as well. The uh, the space station, the space station. I saw the cars and stuff. So there was a lot of dimensions in Kenosha last year. It wasn't just Hyrule. Oh my God, we're Hyrule. Y'all are so goddamn full of yourself in Kenosha. All right, so another thing that happened last night was Leo was in my room, Leonardo DiCaprio, which I think you guys know who he is. Is he a famous movie star on Earth? I think y'all know who he is, right? He might be want to be one of my consorts, aka one of my husbands. Okay. Um, but anyway, he was in my room last night when I was watching Alex on the YouTube and watching Space Codes, and he came in and he was angry, and he was like, "Is this real?" And he hit my TV, and Alex said, "Okay, Leo just broke his own TV." Now, there's a very good chance that Leo actually broke his own TV last night to show off because men do that stuff for me all the time. Okay. And Colin just said, and maybe that's why we don't want to be in the same room with her because we will show off her. Okay, I know my men, y'all. So, anyway, there's a very good chance that Leo actually broke his TV last night. Okay, because Alex said it and I saw it. And my TV's fine. However, it stopped working. Gigi called it an energy concurrence because the energy is concurring with the energy. So the energy concurred with that statement, and my TV just stopped working. It just stopped working for like 10 minutes. It didn't work. I turned it off. I had to turn it off because it wasn't working. I went and watched the Aaron Dowdy video. What do you know? It's about empaths and narcissists. There you go. Solves all your problems. This video came to me at exactly the right time, Aaron. I loved it. I have never heard this information before in my life. I'm like, what frequency are they on? What frequency are they on? I want to know. I want to know what they're saying. I don't know. I have no idea who that was. I guess it was Ryan, but it might have been Colin. Could have been anybody, guys. I don't know. That's what they. Okay. They are insistent we separate. If y'all haven't gotten the gist, okay? The general public is insistent they separate because when I can't tell them apart, the general energy freaks out. Okay, y'all freak out. The general public freaks out. Okay. They're like, who was that, Liz? I really don't know. Okay, I don't know. It could have been one of the new 1,000 husbands in a people form. I don't really know, guys. You know, didn't I always used to say all of them are Ryan? So that probably affects the energy when I say they're all Ryan. I don't know. It could possibly affect the energy if I say the whole world is Ryan Tyrell. That could possibly affect Alex's energy. Might. It might have a tiny smidge. Okay. Okay, guys. So like don't make me paranoid of my own game. Okay, guys. Okay, people can share energy, but y'all want us to separate. I think the energy heard that. Okay, general public. Y'all are not liking the shapeshifter at all. You're like, who is that? Cheating on Liz. It's Alex. Ugh. I almost puked this morning. I think I just puked. Ugh. Uh, uh. Okay, so another thing Brandon said was, I think we overlaid World War III, we overlaid World War II, and we're going to overlay World War One. Um, so there might be some crazy stuff to come this year. That's what Brandon said. Um, I think y'all just want to control us, and you don't give a crap about the cheating. All right, why does Alex got the shapeshifter codes and I don't? I mean, I'm pretty sure we were all shapeshifting last year, so that's interesting. But anyway, I don't know, guys, but y'all, if y'all can't take care of me physically, there is no point in me being here. Okay, literally. Let's just say it. They're like, what Colin just said. He was like, maybe we don't want her because we're gonna show off too much and destroy our own house. Listen, don't be scared. This is fake. She said Kuba was a madman. um, Colin, don't say, please. uh, uh, oh, um, one time, one of my ex-boyfriends, Julian, he took his favorite surfboard. He took his favorite surfboard and he cracked it in half over his knee to show off in front of me. Let me think. In high school, my boyfriend used to always get, if anybody looked at me wrong, my boyfriend would throw punches at him, beat him the crap up right in front of me in school fight in high school. What else? Let me think. Gabe would drive cross country to come see me for a couple hours. What else? What did Kuba do, the madman? Kuba threw a trash. Kuba threw a bunch of trash cans. It took like an hour in the bathroom at dinner one night when we were in London. He took like an hour in the bathroom, like way too long. I was like, Kuba, there's no way your poop took that long. Like, what? It took an hour, Cuba. What the fuck were you doing in the bathroom? What were you doing in the bathroom? I confronted him on it. I'm really, Cuba, your poop took a fucking hour to take. He got so angry. We were walking back home. He started throwing trash cans all over London. Not like the little metal recycling or little metal bins, like the big trash cans. He threw the big trash cans all over London. And then I think he sat down and cried. What else? Um, I'm trying to think of any like notable moments. I guess those are the big ones that come to mind. um, so yeah, they get angry. They get angry. Um, Cuba ate like Cuba ate like 8 steak tartares, which is like raw steak and a raw egg. He ate like 8 of them in one night. One night when we went out in Poland, probably to show off, and he puked all night long after that. I was showing off that night too. I was showing off that night too, and I danced, and I probably danced like a fool, and I thought I looked so hot. But I think probably Kuba was like she was pretty cool. I, I probably danced really horribly that night. Also, they were all like fancy dressed, and like I had like a sweater and like jeans on, but whatever. Um, that I was already like going crazy at that point, so I don't know. But then when I would dress too sexy, Cuba, that's another thing. If I dress too sexy, they freak out. They're like, "Why are you wearing that?" So, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's notable about the space pressure of my boyfriends. I'm so sick and tired of talking about this, y'all. I want more evidence that they're trying to make physical progress towards me because this happens to me every year and I fucking hate myself. I'm so goddamn bored. I am so goddamn bored, y'all. Why don't you go out and get a life and like get a job and like stop blaming virtual reality on your. Yeah, I've done that. Oh shit. What happened? Okay, it's been an hour.